We might be getting close to a Nintendo Direct, and today's no different. Let's talk about SLAYER League.
Block content.
What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Of course, everybody is wondering, when is that Nintendo Direct coming, right? That's basically the space that we're always in when it's been a little bit too long since the last one, and we're really hungry for more Nintendo news. And of course, we just got that Indies Direct, but that really didn't satiate a lot of us that really want some Super Mario, Smash Brothers information, maybe something about the new Legend of Zelda game, and there was actually a leak that talked about a lot of these things that appeared today. And I wanted to talk about it because it talks about some stuff that I really think will actually happen. So either this leak is real or fake, but it does talk about things that I really want to happen and some things that are just going to happen regardless. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we're giving away two beautiful things. We are at 35k. That's really great, just 5,000 subscribers away, and we'll be able to give away a blocked content "Hey, what's happening, my block buddies" t-shirt, and of course the Piranha plant at 50k. So thank you guys so much for entering. Subscribe to this channel and please press like on this video. So press the thumbs up and let's get into this. Alright guys, let's talk about the leak right here. It is the Doom Guy leak, and it's called simply a real Nintendo leak. So now we totally have to believe it, right? A real Nintendo leak. This guy has a picture of Doom Guy there, so you already know the big thing here is going to be Doom Slayer, right? And of course this art is not a Smash Brothers official art, it's the 2016 Doom art. On September, he says, there's going to be a Direct, but they still didn't choose the perfect time. However, I can tell you what they're going to present. The first one is Mario Odyssey Update. That's right, you can now go to Isle Delfino and collect shines instead of moons. Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 will also be revealed, and they will release around 2020. Rare Replay is coming to the Nintendo Switch. More informations about Persona 5 Scramble. And there's gonna be a Mario Maker 2 DLC. They're gonna add the Mario 64 style. Breath of the Wild sequel name is Hand of Heaven. Kingdom Hearts HD Collection is gonna be on the Switch. They'll again mention Dragon Quest XI's. More information about Mario and Sonic Olympics. Final Fantasy 13 and 15 are coming to the Switch. A new Paper Mario will be revealed, and the Direct ends with Doom Slayer revealed for Smash. His trailer is a sequel to Ridley's. Now, this is all very interesting to read, and thank you so much through our Discord, our Blocked Content Discord, for the heads up. Actually, the Discord link is in the description right now, so if you want to join, and for those of you who don't know what Discord is, it's like a forum, it's like a public chat that we can all talk about the things we love. So thank you, NitroLink64, for giving me the heads up about this. Very sweet of you guys to, send me all this information. Now, I want to talk about this because there's a lot of things here that I think are definitely going to happen in some form. I don't think that these specifics are right, and I think this guy's kind of covering his tracks already, if you guys can hear it, right? He's basically saying, yeah, I know when the Direct's going to happen. It's going to happen around this day, September, but we don't really have the perfect time. So he's basically covering his tracks already. That's interesting because everyone's, fake leak basically opens with, it's December 23rd, and you're going to have fun and do this. So that's pretty crazy. So he says Mario Odyssey update. That, of course, is very interesting because yesterday we talked about that Mario Odyssey leak, right? About that thing that Nintendo put up on their Twitter that shows Mario, eating a watermelon and had the two seeds, and it had, the watermelon thing all over Gamescom, and of course it mentioned Sunshine and Odyssey, so this could definitely mean that, of course, we'll go to Isle Delfino and collect shines instead of moons, because we collected stars in the Mushroom Kingdom. I think that this is not the way that they'll go around it, right? I think Odyssey is a little bit too old of a game to make DLC for now, right? It's been too long, and we really are thinking that Nintendo is developing the full-fledged sequel to Odyssey, if anything, right? They wouldn't just do DLC now, because that'll feel like incomplete and a little bit too late. I don't think that they'll do something like this. Now, Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 will also be revealed, and they will release it on 2020. Well, 2020 for Metroid Prime 4 is actually really great. I think that it's taken a very long time because, of course, they had to reboot the entire thing and change projects and give it from, Japan to Retro Studios, which is insane, and people are super happy for that. But 2020, that's early for a game that just started development a couple of months ago. But I really want to see it, and if they say Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4 will be revealed, maybe they mean like gameplay footage, because we already know about the games. Metroid Prime, we of course only saw a logo, and Bayonetta 3, we only saw that like teaser, like that cinematic thing. So I really wanted to see some in-game stuff, because Metroid Prime can look incredibly awesome running on an HD console, right? I think that it can blow minds if they really push the graphics in that. I think that first-person shooters always lean very heavily on realism because, of course, you're very close to objects, and I think that with Metroid Prime 4, they have the perfect chance to show off that this Nintendo Switch thing can actually show some pretty graphics. Now, they talk about Rare Replay, and of course, everybody's kind of rumoring that, of course, now we have Banjo. Rare Replay is a possibility, of course, then with Donkey Kong Country Trilogy, maybe Donkey Kong 64, and not the Xbox versions of Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie, but the 64 versions with maybe some changes in terms of the layout of the buttons and stuff like that. So that'd be pretty fun. I really want to play Banjo and Kazooie and Tooie again on Nintendo Switch. So please make that happen, Nintendo. If you're listening and if you read these fake leaks, please make Banjo available on Nintendo Switch. I would love to play The Bear and the Bird and stream it for all you guys out there. So more information about Persona 5 Scramble, and there's going to be Mario Maker 2 DLC. They're going to add a Mario 64 style. Now, this is notable because, of course, we are missing that one style. And now they're basically saying that missing style could be Super Mario 64, which I think would put it like before 3D World in terms of like the, when the games were released. So it won't be the style next to it, it would be the style before it. I really think that Super Mario 64 could be an incredible platforming thing. Kaze Amanuar, if you guys don't follow him, he's an incredible modder for Mario 64 on YouTube. He's a dear friend of mine, and he makes these incredible things that look beautiful, but also play really great. And he even did a Super Mario 64 style mod that is basically a side scroller, and it looks beautiful and plays great. So I could definitely see it coming to Mario Maker, just because we already have stuff like the long jump and the triple jumps in some of the styles. So I could pretty clearly see how they would do that, right? The normal style would have basically the Bob-omb Battlefield music, then we have the water style with Jolly Roger Bay music. We could really see all of these different styles have a counterpart in Mario 64. Just thinking about models for a playable Toad, a playable Luigi, and a playable Toadette in the style, like polygonal style of Super Mario 64, that blows my mind. I really want to see that. And if it's going to be a standalone style, which I believe that it will be if they do another one, then we can have some crazy Mario 64 mechanics, maybe even the baby BLJ or something like that. That'd be super cool. So yeah, I don't think that it's going to happen because it's just a fan favorite thing, but I would really love to have another style in Mario Maker, whether it's Super Mario Bros. 2 USA, or Super Mario Land for the Game Boy, or Land 2, or even Mario 64. I actually think Super Mario Odyssey is very possible and would be, on the easy side of them to add in terms of having all the models and assets ready, because they just did Super Mario Odyssey. Now they say Breath of the Wild sequel name is Hand of Heaven. I think that it's interesting, right? Breath of the Wild, Hand of Heaven. We of course saw the hand, and everybody's speculating about that, and of course about Ganon's return. Hand of Heaven, I think, doesn't really convey to me an open world game as much as Breath of the Wild does. And of course, a lot of people have rumored that it's actually like a cave exploring style, that you have an upper level and that's Hyrule, and the lower level is beneath Hyrule in the big caves and has, all these dungeons and caverns. So I think that the name will likely reflect something between light and dark or something like that. Hand of Heaven to me feels a little bit too simple, and alliteration, you know, the Wind Waker, I get it, but I don't think that this title is as catchy as Breath of the Wild, and if they want to win over fans again with another game in that style, then they're gonna bring the goods, and Hand of Heaven doesn't really sound like a, you know, cash register explosion. Kingdom Hearts HD Collection is going to be on the Switch. Well, I would love so, because I hope that it's a story so far, right, with all those things in it, all like the playable Kingdom Hearts games. And they'll again mention Dragon Quest XI's. Of course, the demo is out, and the game is very clearly close to release. More information about Mario and Sonic Olympics. Now, the 2D mode in that game looks really cool. I would love to see more about that, and I would love to hear more about the dream courses, right? The dream challenges in that game, because they are always super special, and I think that Sega actually does a really great job with these Sonic and Mario games. Now, Final Fantasy 13 and 15, no big surprise here, because they've been doing that all around the year, adding Final Fantasy games to the Switch, and a new Paper Mario will be revealed with no info, right? So everybody wants a new Paper Mario, but they're also scared that it will be like Color Splash, Sticker Star, like that it will be this new agey Paper Mario that doesn't really, you know, connect with fans all that much, or with hardcore fans, I must say. So I'm curious if they'll bring it back to story-driven, partner-driven, awesome RPG gameplay with the same heart and comedy as the Thousand Year Door, and to an extent, Color Splash. I think they did some things right, but I don't want the games to be, remember Paper, right? Remember arts and crafts stuff? That's Mario now. Like, that was not the aesthetic of the older games. They just change it to that because it's called Paper Mario. So I really want them to change that specific element of it. I don't want everything to be cardboard and paper because it's called Paper Mario. That was never the intent, right? Even in the first Paper Mario, it was just simple to add it that way. Like, it was a take on sprites, and it was even called, you know, Mario Story or Mario RPG 2 in Japan. It never even hinted at the paper mechanic. So that's just a thing that they rolled with and that I'm not super happy about. Now, the direct ends with a Doomslayer reveal for Smash. His trailer is a sequel to Ridley's, and now you have my attention because I think that it's a really great idea to add Doomslayer to kind of shoot him up with Ridley, right? And adding to another trailer is a thing that Nintendo's already doing with that King K. Rool trailer and then Banjo. So I would actually love to see Doomslayer, you know, punch out and destroy Ridley right before it can tackle Mario and Mega Man in that trailer. I think that would be a really cool alternate take on it, right? Another chance, perhaps. So that's all for this leak. So thank you so much, everybody who's sending in information and, you know, pointing me towards sources. NitroLink64, thank you so much in the Discord. So join it if you haven't already. Thank you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this particular leak. If you know, speculate about it. If you think it's real. If you comment down below, that comment could actually be featured in our next video. And today's comment question is the Doomslayer coming to Smash? So let me know what you think about that. And as for a previous comment question, our answer comes to us by way of the user Bombora, saying,
Honestly, I can see them doing what they're doing with Breath of the Wild 2. They had ideas for DLC Kingdom, but they had so many that they decided to just make Odyssey 2. Isle Delfino could definitely be one of the new kingdoms if they are making an Odyssey sequel.
Now, this is interesting, right? The idea that they had too many kingdom ideas and they couldn't fit them all in one game, and that's why they made the sequel. I think that this is a really cool idea. It also, of course, jives with the whole Mario Sunshine 2 or Odyssey 2 with the Sunshine mechanic in it. So, Bombora, thank you so much for commenting, because that made complete sense, and I really want to see what a sequel to Odyssey would look like, what they will change, what they will add, what all the new kingdoms will be, and, you know, what the story will be now that Peach is on her own, right? That's super interesting to me to think about. So thank you so much. And of course, a huge shout out to everybody joining the streams with super chats and supporting through Patreon. You guys are total heroes, and we are going live tonight as the moment of recording. This day, we are going live in about like an hour or so from now. So please join me after this episode airs for some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate together with the fans. Let's beat each other up. Let's, you know, get owned or own people. We'd love to see that. So remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, don't worry, click the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys around the corner where there's always more Doomslayer and Blocked Content. See ya.